You're not complaining.
But locked and loaded, needed where they need to be.
Yeah.
Anybody need to get over here by me?
No, I'll get over here by you. Not at all. It's a good thing.
Okay, Jeff Gordon has joined us, and Jeff, I'll just toss it out there. Obviously, Saturday night, got to go for broke. Maybe just your thoughts, your mindset about coming in here Saturday.
Well, after last year, this is going to be easy. We went through so much last year, you know, that I think it allows us to be more relaxed, be more prepared, knowing that you got to race as hard as you can to the final lap until you cross that start-finish line, and it can change, every split second. So, we've run good in recent weeks, which I'm excited about, and we tested here. We didn't have a great test, I'll be honest, but I feel like we learned what not to do and made some big changes to improve the car as the test went on, and I think that's certainly going to benefit us this weekend. This is certainly a track I enjoy, and I think we're up for the challenge, so looking forward to Saturday night.
Jeff, you mentioned the fact that he was in this position basically last year. How can it help you, if you can expand on that, how can it help you that you were in the same spot last year and you did make the chase and you're basically in the same spot going into Saturday?
Yeah. I'll be honest, I think we were in a tougher spot last year than we are this year. I think that the way it prepared us was just knowing that no matter what happens, you can't ever give up. You just have to, put every bit of effort into every single moment, every lap. If the car's off, you got to work on it, and sometimes take big swings at it. If your car is perfect, don't get complacent. Pit strategy, as we saw, really played out huge here the last time. Of course, the rain, all that played a factor as well. So it's going to be crazy and intense, and there's so many factors that play into who's going to make it in and who's not. That it's certainly going to be an exciting race to watch and be a part of.
What do you like this week, Jeff? How are you this race weekend, knowing all of this that you have on the line? Are you any different to,
I'm a lot more relaxed this year than I was last year. I mean, last year I'd never been through that before, and so I was pretty nervous. And obviously the way the race went for us, it was probably one of the most stressful situations I've ever been through. I was kind of glad to have the rain, not only because it seemed like our car came to life after that, but also to just kind of breathe and relax. Things were going pretty bad up to that point, and then it turned around in a big way for us. So to me, I feel very relaxed this week. I'm anxious to get the race started. I feel like our chances are good, and I know that our team has been in this situation and knows how to fight and overcome this type of adversity. So I'm confident with the group we have going into it.
Jeff, how critical will your first test session be then? I mean, your practice session?
We're practicing during the day for a night race. That's why we tested here, and we tested at night. That was huge for us. It's not a typical thing that the track does here when you test, so it was one of those things where we asked for it, and they were able to pull that together and get us that valuable time on the track under more suitable race conditions. There are quite a few cars here as well, so I think that the conditions are pretty much what we're going to be expecting, and better than what we're going to practice in. So I think that the value that we are going to get out of our track time here is going to be able to compare what we had in the test, and if we continue to make improvements like we did in the test.
How much will you want to know where Kurt Busch is on the track Saturday night? Will you ask?
No, I won't ask, because to me, even last year, in the closing laps, it changes every single lap. I mean, you don't really want to focus on that. You want to just focus on pushing as hard as you can. And I hope we're in a similar situation last year, where at the end of the race, we've got the tires, we've got the car, and I'm able to just focus on go get that next car, go get that next car, go get that next car. That was the nice thing about last year, was the way it ended. It didn't. You never were thinking about what other guys do, and you're only thinking about what you're doing, and that's something else that we take from last year, try to incorporate into this weekend. Focus on what you're doing, don't focus on what anybody else is doing.
How impressive is it what he's done with a small team, one-car team this season?
Yeah, it's definitely been impressive. They've had a lot of speed this year, and you know, they've really come together. And anytime you see that out of a smaller team, and you know, it's a great story with Kurt as well, with all that he's been through, to be able to do it with that smaller team. And you know, I look for them to have a lot of speed again Saturday night.